Welcome back. This is Raven's Bloodlust, and I'm not in the office, but today I wanted to do a theory or conspiracy, I guess, video about Assassin's Creed Odyssey. So, if you haven't played Assassin's Creed Odyssey already, or you have not played Assassin's Creed The Hidden Blade DLC 1, don't continue on, because there will be spoilers. Alright, here we go. So, just making sure. So I want to make sure that you clicked away. Okay, those of you who have seen it or are curious or don't really care about spoilers, moving on. So, in the world of Assassin's Creed Odyssey, there is the cult of Kosmos, who is kind of a pure cursor race. I said that wrong. It's okay. If you watch my live streams, I do. They take the place of the Templars. They are the big baddies of Assassin's Creed Odyssey. And they wear these masks, and there's a branch of the cult of Kosmos. They each control a certain political wealth or aspect of the Greek world. And you come to find out they are hunting your family because your bloodline ties into the precursor race, the people before. So they want to eliminate your father, the entire bloodline, basically. And they're hunting your mother, and they hunt your brother and your sister, depending on who you chose, Alexio or Cassandra. They want you all dead. And depending on who you are, your brother or sister will be your enemy, and they'll be the weapon of the cult. At the very end of it, when you destroy the cult, this massive cult, you're like, you got rid of them, you're like, okay, they're gone. You move on and you play, if you can play Assassin's Creed The Hidden Blade at level 25, well, you play that, and you find the order, the ancient order. And the ancient order is also in Origins. Those are the guys that were supposed to be the Proto-Templars. And how you know these guys aren't working together is there a letter at one point in the game that says, if you see a cult of Kosmos, avoid them at all cost. Do not make the cult aware of your presence. Our presence is to remain unknown to the cult. And that got me thinking. I'm like, so, and of the ancients, they have their hunter branch that's out there trying to kill off the bloodline. Well, you find out you guys are considered tainted, and there's more than just one of you, and it's not just your bloodline. So I don't know if they didn't want the cult of Kosmos to find out there is more of these special humans other than the bloodline you're in, or not. And it got me really confused, because this is the first part of the story. Like, why would the ancients, the order, not want the cult of Kosmos to find out about it? Would they use them as weapons, even though they're trying to eliminate your line because they used, your sibling as a weapon? Why? It got me thinking curiously. I'm like, what? That doesn't make sense. Why would they avoid them? And I'm like, maybe their beliefs didn't align. So that made me think, okay, well, the cult they just controlled Greece. And where does the order comes from? Persia. That's where they're centered at. So they're coming over, they're sending their little scouts out, trying to see what's going on within the realm of Greece. And they know of the cult. But in my point of the game, I killed the cult, so there's no one left. It's kind of funny. So we have that going on. And then, of course, we meet our first, I guess, assassin, with the first wielder of the Hidden Blade, Darius. So he's the first wielder of the blade. And we'll find more about it in the next 2 DLCs, because the DLC is split in 3. But it got me more questions than answers. And it got me thinking, I'm like, I'm going to do a video about this because, like, what do you guys think? I'm like, okay, well, in Origins, Balak and his wife created the assassins as we know today. They were the original starters of the assassin order. They, started 2 branches. They started their own 2 branches. And so I'm kind of wondering where Darius comes from and why is the cult fight? Why would they want to be involved with the cult? And even it confuses me more that maybe in the beginning, like, all the assassins weren't really together. You know what I mean? Like, all the branches didn't really work together. That's hence Darius. He has his own branch going on. And they call the Kosmos only control. They saw the world as Greece because at the time, that was like, Greece was kind of the center of the world. And the other guys, the order comes from Persia. So that probably means there's other groups of pre-Templars in the ancient world that haven't allied together. That's where I'm going with this. But that's just a conspiracy. I can't say theory. That's just another theory that's from another channel, so I won't say that. That's my take on it, though, that they aren't allied with each other because of the way the world worked then. They were considered where they were at. That was the center of... They had trade between other countries, but that was their world. The order was to protect the world of Persia and the line of kings in Persia. And Daenerys was part of... Daenerys. I'm going to Game of Thrones. Is part of... was part of the order, and he betrayed them and became this assassin by killing Xerxes, King Xerxes. We know how all of his stories, so I won't get into it. But that's interesting. I just had to discuss this. I want to discuss with people. I'm like, if you've already played this or gotten that far to play the DLC, you're like, oh my god, why? That's the only conclusion that I have. Like, that this paper that you find on the quest about hunting the hunters and the huntsmen from the order, that they were not all united in, and it totally makes sense. It totally makes sense now. This is Assassin's Creed conspiracy. This is Raven's Bloodlust, and I'll catch you guys later. And look out for my next video. Will be a reactionary video, actually, on... I've got Dragon Age coming out soon, so catch you guys.